are you all? Hope you are all safe at home. So today's value is you should respect your elders. Okay, you have to obey them. So in today's class we are going to study grammar. Okay, we are going to study grammar. The parts of speech. Okay, parts of speech. So in parts of speech there are 8 types. Okay, how many types? There are 8 types. First one, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Okay. How many parts of speech are there? Yes, there are 8 parts of speech. We'll read it once again. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Okay, now let us see one by one. Okay, so these are all the basics to do your grammar exercise. Okay, without knowing this, you can't able to do your exercises. Now let us see the first one, the noun. Okay, so what is meant by noun? Noun is it is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Okay, so this is the definition of noun. It is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. So noun is nothing but it is a naming word. Okay, what is noun? It is a naming word. It is the name of the person, place, thing or the animal. Example, look at here. Child, pen, kitchen. Okay, child. To whom we will refer a child? So we will refer to a person. Okay, the children. So it is known as the noun. Pen. So pen is the name of the thing. Okay, pen is the name of the thing. And kitchen. It is the name of the place. It is the name of the place. So noun is nothing but it is the name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Example, child, pen, kitchen. So these are all the naming words. Okay, for example, person, girl, man. Okay, the example for person is girl and man. The example for place is school, Asia, because it is the name of the place. Okay, it is the name of the place. School, Asia. And thing, book, pencil. Okay, thing. The name of the thing is book, pencil. Next, animal, dog, cat, lion. So the name of the animal, dog, cat and lion. So noun is nothing but it is the name of the person, place, thing or the animal. Have you understood what is meant by noun? Okay, shall we move on to the next? Okay, now let us see the types of noun. Okay, so after the noun I have given you the types. So there are 4 types of noun. The first one is common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, collective noun. Okay, so how many types of nouns are there? There are 4 types of noun. The first one is common noun, proper noun, abstract noun and collective noun. So you will study in detail in your higher classes. Okay, shall we read from first? Noun. It is a name of a person, place, thing or an animal. Example, child, pen, kitchen. So these are all the naming words. So it is called as the noun. So the example for person is girl, man. The example for place is school, Asia. The example of thing is book, pencil. The example for animal is dog, cat, lion. So there are 4 types of noun. The first one is common noun. The second one is proper noun. And the third is abstract noun. And the fourth is collective noun. Next we are going to see pronoun. So after the noun we are going to see what is meant by pronoun. Okay. Look at the pronouns. A word that is used in place of a noun. A word that is used in place of a noun. So pronoun means it is nothing but instead of the noun we will use the words. Okay. Instead of the noun pronouns. We will use some words and those words are called as the pronouns. A word that is used in place of a noun. Okay? A word that has been used instead of the noun. Example, boy. He, him, his, himself. So, for example, if I name a boy as Ram, okay, Ram is a noun because it is the name of the person. So, in pronoun, I am going to replace the boy's name into pronoun. Okay, I am going to replace the boy's name into pronoun. So, how will you replace the boy's name into pronoun? By referring he, him, his, or himself. Okay. So instead of the boy's name, you have to replace into he, him, his, or himself. Okay, next. Girl. She, her, hers, herself. For example, if I name a girl as Sheila as a noun, while writing in pronoun, you have to replace the girl's name as she, her, hers, herself. Okay, Sheila is a girl. So how will you replace the into pronoun with she? Okay, instead of the Sheila, you have to use the pronoun she. Sheila is playing. Okay, for example, Sheila is playing. So while writing in pronoun, you have to remove the name Sheila and instead of Sheila, you have to add she. She is playing. Okay. Next one. Animal or object. So if the noun is in animal or object, you have to use the words like it, its, itself. Okay. If the noun is animal or the object, you have to use the pronoun as it, its, itself. And if there is a group, if there is more than one people, okay, if there is more than one people, you have to use the word they, them, we, theirs, themselves. Okay. If you refer a group of people, if there is more than one people, one person, you have to use the words as they, them, we, theirs, themselves. And you is also a pronoun. So you is both a singular and plural. Okay, you is both a singular and plural. For both singular and plural nouns, you can use the pronoun as you. And it is what is a noun? A word that is used in place of a noun. So instead of the noun, we can use the word as the pronoun. If it is a boy, if the noun is a boy, you can use the pronoun as he, him, his, himself. If the noun is a girl, okay, the noun is a girl, you can use the pronoun as she, her, hers, herself. If the noun is animal or the object, you can use the word like it, its, itself. So, if you refer to a group of people, you can use the pronoun as they, them, we, theirs, themselves. And at last, you is both a singular and a plural. Okay, students. First we have seen the noun, and next to the noun we have seen pronoun, and after to the pronoun, now we are going to see what is meant by verbs. Okay, verbs are defined as the words that shows the action. Okay, verbs are defined as the words that shows the action. So a verb is nothing but it is of denoting the action. What am I doing? I am teaching to you. Okay, so this is an action. If a word denotes the action, it is known as the verb. Okay, what you are all doing? You are all listening to me. So that is also an action. So verb is nothing but it is a word that shows the action. For example, he is playing. He is playing. So this word play is an action. So it is called as the verb. So playing means it is of not sitting from one place. Okay, playing. While playing, what it will do? It will go from one place to another. So like that. So it is of denoting the action. Okay, so it is called as the verb. Look at the second example. Rani is dancing. Rani is dancing. So this dancing denotes the action. I like to read books. I like to read books. So reading is also an action. Janu is cooking. Okay, Janu is cooking. So cooking is an action. So if a word denotes the action, if a word describes the action, it is known as the verb. Okay? Verbs are defined as the words that shows the action. Example, he is playing, Rani is dancing, I like to read books, Janu is cooking. Have you understood what is meant by noun? Okay, shall we move on to the next? Adjectives. So next to the verb, we are going to see about adjectives. So what is meant by adjectives? The words that are used to describe or give description to people, person, thing. Okay? The words that are used to describe or give description to people, place and thing. So adjective is nothing but it is also a word. Okay? It is also a word, but it describes the person, place and thing. Okay? It will describe how the person is, how the place is, how the thing is. Okay? So it is nothing but it is a word that describes the person, place and thing. So now let us see the example for adjectives. Big, small, old, new, beautiful. Okay? Big, small, old, new, beautiful. So these are all the adjectives. For example, they live in a beautiful house. They live in a beautiful house. So somebody is living in a house. Okay? Somebody is living in a house. But how the house looks like? The house looks very beautiful. So we are describing the place. We are describing the place. Okay? House is a place where we live. So we are describing the house as a beautiful one. We are describing the house as a beautiful one. So it is known as the adjective. If we describe the person, place, thing, it is called as the adjective. I have a new dress. I have a new dress. So I have a dress, but how the dress is? My dress is very new. Okay, I have bought just now. So my dress is very new. So we are describing the dress as a new one. Okay. Look at the third example. It is a big apartment. It is a big apartment. So I am able to see the apartment. But how the apartment looks like? The apartment is very big. Okay, the apartment is very big. So we are describing the apartment. So if we describe a word, it is known as the adjective. Okay, the words that are used to describe or give description to people, place, thing. Example, big, small, old, new, beautiful. So the examples are, they live in a beautiful house. I have a new dress. It is a big apartment. Okay, have you understood what is meant by adjective? Shall we move on to the next one? Okay, the next one is the adverbs. Now let us see what is meant by adverb. Adverbs are words that tells how an action is done. Adverbs are formed by adding fy to adjective. So adverbs are nothing but it is also a verb. It is also a word that it tells us how the action. What is my action? The verb. Okay. So it tells us how the action has been done. So adverbs are formed by adding ly to the adjectives. So how do the adverbs looks like? By adding ly to the adjective. So just now we have seen what is meant by adjective. So if we add ly to the adjective, it is known as the adverb. Okay. Look at the example. Fast plus ly gives fastly. Okay. So fast is the adjective. If we add ly to the adjective, it will turn into adverb. It becomes as an adverb. Look at the second example. Quick plus ly. Quickly. Okay. So quick is an adjective. If we add ly to the adjective, it becomes adverb as quickly. When the adjective ends in y, change the y to I and add ly. So what do they say? The adjective ends in y. What we have to do? We have to remove the y, and instead of the y, we have to add I, and then at last we have to add ly. For example, happy. So it ends with the letter y. Okay, it ends with the letter y. So what we have to do? We have to remove the y, and instead of the y, we have to add I, and at last ly. Happily. Okay. Likewise, merry, merrily, angry, angrily, easy, easily, noisy, noisily. So for all these words, the letter Y is ends at last. So we have removed the Y and we added I to the word, and at last we have added the ly. Okay, have you understood what is meant by adverb? Adverbs are words that is how an action is done. Okay, how an action is done. For example, he runs slowly. Okay, so the slowly is the adverb. It tells us how the action has been done. So a boy is running very slowly. So it describes the action. Okay. Adverbs are formed by adding ly to the adjective. Fast plus ly gives fastly. Quick plus ly gives quickly. When the adjective ends in y, change the y to I and add ly. Happy, happily, merry, merrily, angry, angrily, easy, easily, noisy, noisily. Okay students, so next to the adverb, we are going to see prepositions. What is meant by prepositions? It is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. Okay, preposition is nothing but it is also a word, but where it will be placed? It will be placed before a noun or the pronoun. So we have already seen what is meant by noun and what is meant by pronoun. So this preposition is placed before the pronoun to show its relationship to the other words. For example, so these are all the prepositional words: at, on, in, under, between, after, across. Okay, these are all the prepositional words. So look at the example. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. So on is the preposition in the sentence, and this word is showing the relationship to the other words. Okay, this word is showing the relationship to the other words. Now without this on, the sentence will be incomplete. Okay, the book is the table. So the sentence is incomplete without the word on. So by adding the on, it makes the sentence meaningful. The book is on the table. So the table is the noun and the word has been placed before the noun. Okay, so it is known as the preposition. The second example, the birds caught in the net. The birds caught in the net. The third example, I wake up at 9 o'clock. I wake up at 9 o'clock. So this shows the relationship to the other words in a sentence. So preposition is nothing but it is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship to other words in a sentence. So the example for preposition is at, on, in, under, between, after, across. Okay, the book is on the table. The birds caught in the net. I wake up at 9 o'clock. So next to the preposition, we are going to see about what is meant by conjunction. Okay, what is meant by conjunction? It is a word that connects the sentences or words together. It is a word that connects the sentences or words together. So this conjunction acts like a connector. Okay, it acts like a connector. Example: and, but, so, or, for, it. So these are all the conjunctional words. Example: the dogs and cats make perfect pet. The dogs and cats make perfect pets. So we have added the conjunction as and. Okay, so it acts like a connector. Second example: Sarah likes ice cream, but eating daily makes her sick. So in this sentence, what is the conjunction? So conjunction is nothing but it is a word that connects the sentences. So what it will do? It will connect the sentences or the phrase or words together. Phrase is nothing but it is a group of words. So conjunction is acts like a connector. It will connect the sentence. Example: on, but, so, or, for, it. The dog and cat make perfect pet. Sarah likes ice cream, but eating daily makes her sick. Okay, have you understood what is meant by conjunction? Shall we move on to the next? See, the next one is the interjection. Okay, the last parts of speech is the interjection. The act of expressing sudden or strong feeling. So interjection means it is of expressing a feeling. Okay, it is of expressing a sudden feeling. Example: ha, alas, ba, ouch. Okay, if suddenly we fall down, what we could say? Ouch, like that. Okay, so it is called as the interjection. It is of expressing a feeling. So example: alas, India lost the match. Alas. So this word alas is of representing the sadness. Okay, it is of expressing the sadness. Alas, India lost the match. So in interjection, you are able to see the exclamation mark. Okay, if there is an exclamation mark, it is known as the interjection. And the one more example: ha, that feels wonderful. Ha, that feels wonderful. So it is also, there is an exclamation mark. So it is called as the interjection and also expresses the feeling. Okay. So interjection means it is nothing but the act of expressing sudden or strong feeling. Ha, alas, ba. Also there are many interjectional words. I have given some for you. Example: alas, India lost the match. Ah, that feels wonderful. So in this class we have seen the different parts of speech. So how many parts of speech we have seen? We have seen the 8. Hope you all understood. Okay. So this is for your home assignment. Complete the given worksheet. Complete the given worksheet. Okay students, see you in the next class.